stadium that has shaped global sports for generations. We're at the venerable, long-standing Wembley Arena. It is home to Friday Night Smackdown tonight. And Randy Orton has made his intentions clear. 2026 is a fight for strike at the top. He's here in London, determined to draw closer to his target. The target is earning a
What's
spot
good,
in
brother
a
man?
four-way for the #1 contender to the Undisputed Championship. And it's The Miz who stands in Orton's way. Orton versus The Miz to advance. Also looking for a spot in that #1 contender's fatal four-way is Damian Priest. He goes from his epic ambulance match of recent weeks to now a brutal matchup. He's up against the dangerous Solo Sikoa and the MFTs.
How's my testing? How's my audio?
He's out to claim his spot for the big prize. And nearly 6 years away from WWE, and now Matt Cardona is back. He let it be known that this phase of his career has only big plans. Well, tonight they include the brash, bold, rising
Yo,
star,
what's going on? Just testing my audio.
Cardona versus Williams in the #1 contenders fatal four-way qualifying match. And the last time Ilya Dragunov was in with Sami Zayn, it was an H-bomb closeout for the U.S. Championship win. He said he has more big plans in 2026. Sami Zayn has arrived in London with so much on the line. These two met perhaps the most intense #1 contenders fatal four-way qualifying match to come your way. It'll be the Mad Dragon versus Sami. While we juggle this unique European tour schedule at a sold-out Wembley Arena, and we're changing up the assignments just a little bit for tonight. We're thrilled to do so. Joe Tessitore, joined by my man Corey Graves. How great is this crowd tonight, Graves?
This atmosphere is unbelievable. We have a brand new undisputed WWE champion, and it sounds like London is ready to party. Let's get it.
Corey, things have changed just in the past couple weeks since you went over to Raw here. It is a whole new world since last Friday in Germany.
3 stages of hell.
When I send you straight to hell, say hi to your dad for me.
I cannot wait for this fight.
Oh.
Has won the first stage. Cody Rhodes has won the second stage.
Ah. Damn. That was fucking. I was so fucking surprised. Yo. Oh, damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new undisputed WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre!
Ah, fuck, cool. I had that belt right fucking there. Oh shit. That's quality doo-doo. Fuck.
Now that's an arrival as the undisputed champion.
Drew McIntyre's ascent to the mountaintop was marred by constant controversy. But this morning, McIntyre looked in the mirror and could say to himself, with all honesty, it was all worth it.
And you can see that on his face. And new.
fucking quality show doo-doo.
I prayed for this and it happened.
That's all you had to say? Shit.
I know it's been a rough few years in the UK here, but if there's somebody that can bring us together, it's our undisputed WWE champion. It's the first and only ever British WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. The love I've been shown the past week's incredible. The text messages, the calls, the social media messages, getting cheered all across Europe, including tonight, you bunch of mentalists. And I just want to say to each and every one of you out there, screw you. No, this isn't me doing the bad guy wrestler bit. No, seriously, screw you. When I got fired, where were you? You want to jump on the bandwagon right now? 99% of you weren't there for me. When Roman Reigns and the Bloodline were making my life hell and screwing me over, there was no uprising, was there? How did you help me out? When CM Punk was screwing me over time and time again, you were cheering Roman and doing that stupid yeet with Jay. That's what you were doing. Then there's Cody and his referees. Match after match, I get screwed. Is there a hashtag for you? No, you did nothing. There's only one person I need to thank. The only person that ever believed in me and knew I could be world champion, and that person is me. So thank you, Drew McIntyre. If you want to chant something, chant thank you, Drew. There is one person I need to address, though. The former. Ooh, that feels good. Cody, I know you're backstage, and I know it cuts like a knife every time I say this. Former champion Cody Rhodes. That's right, former champion Cody Rhodes. Cody, I know your crack team are trying to figure out a title match. I'm going to save you the time. Before our match, 3 Stages of Hell, I had Aldis add a clause into the contract. Since 90% of Americans can't read, I'll tell you what it is. Cody, there will be no rematch. You have to start at the bottom. You have to work your way back up. The vanilla QB1 era is over, and the dangerous, unpredictable Drew McIntyre era begins tonight.
Oh shit! Oh, this would be a good. Hold up. This would be a good fucking match. This would be a good fucking match.
You want to talk about dangerous and unpredictable? Welcome to it. The four-time world champion in the ring, while the 14-time world champion.
Bro, fucking right?
makes his way
Right?
there.
Fuck. Oh shit. While he's doing his thing, I'll be right back.
And how quickly they go from Euro football singing Cody Rhodes to voices echoing throughout Wembley Arena.
Living legend in the flesh. Randy Orton scheduled for a matchup with The Miz, hoping to qualify for the Fatal 4-Way at Saturday night's main event and be crowned the new #1 contender. Orton starting tonight's festivities a little early.
So we'll get the answer to all four parties.
What's up? What's up?
Fatal 4-Way tonight. Right now, see this image of
No,
McIntyre
see?
standing in the ring as
Bro, I fucking love Randy Orton's theme.
the ring is something.
The undisputed WWE champion standing toe-to-toe, eye-to-eye with the Apex Predator of WWE.
I assume you come out to congratulate me, Randy?
Drew, I think you and all of these people in London know that we do not like each other one bit. So no, Drew, I am not out here to congratulate you. I'm out here to remind you. A few months ago, you had the opportunity to kick my head through that announce table and you declined. So I just wanted to tell you man to man that when I get the opportunity to return the favor, I will not hesitate. I've beaten you for that title before, and I will do it again. And when I do, it'll be courtesy of the three most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment. R-K-O.
Bro, what the fuck?
Uh-oh, Joe. Well, it was a week ago when his entrance came shockingly to interrupt the 3 stages of hell. Jacob Fatu.
You see the look in the champion's eyes? The werewolf is in London! Jacob Fatu storming toward the ring, much to the dismay of Drew McIntyre, who's stuck between a rock and a hard place right now.
He's coming straight to him, and he's getting after him. He levels the undisputed champion with a right hand, smashes his head into the announce desk.
Jacob Fatu is on the loose once again.
Oh, right into the post. And Drew McIntyre's trying to get away. And one elbow creates enough separation to seemingly do so as Fatu looks to chase him down through Wembley Arena.
McIntyre forced to hightail it out of here. Or wait a minute.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
They're set to go at it.
The qualifying match begins next.
This January,
Damn.
the moments await
The eyes of the world are on this tonight.
in Riyadh. The city, the excitement, the energy.
Listen to this place.
Experience Royal Rumble.
Dreams will come true.
Getting pumped up for Riyadh season with Royal Rumble.
Experience Riyadh.
We're already underway here. Qualifying match for the #1 contender Fatal 4-Way, which will be on Saturday night's main event to see to be in position to battle Drew McIntyre. It is Randy Orton and The Miz. And Corey Graves, The Miz wasted no time.
Cover here by the A-lister.
Trying to qualify. A skull-crushing finale, then brings out the referee, then we get the bell to start things.
Well, it may have been a questionable maneuver, but very smart from The Miz, who was out here pleading with our official Ryan Tran to ring the bell, to make the match official, only after confirming with Orton that he was in fact still willing to compete. But the Viper has been defanged thus far.
Oh, The Miz. Avoid get away from it and avoid the impact with the desk.
You see the smile wash across the face of Miz.
Oh!
And now Orton suffering a taste of his own medicine.
As The Miz delivers and then mocks Orton with the pose.
You got to think of the opportunity at hand, not only for Randy Orton, but The Miz as well. A man who is perpetually disrespected despite all of his accolades in WWE. One of the most decorated superstars in history. Yet Miz is constantly overlooked and forgotten. If he punches his ticket to the Fatal 4-Way, he's one step closer to the promised land and righting all those wrongs.
Yeah, just ask him. He'll tell you all of that in one breath.
Happen to enjoy conversing with Miz. He's a very interesting man.
Randy Orton, they're towing the line, trading right hands now. It was a wild start to Smackdown here in London. Randy Orton was watching Jacob Fatu chase down Drew McIntyre. The next thing you know, The Miz was in the ring, delivering a skull-crushing finale.
The entire roster reminding Drew McIntyre that once you take the throne, you are a target, no matter where you are on the planet.
Oh, scoop power slam. Vintage Orton arriving just in time, perhaps.
The Miz and Randy Orton certainly familiar with one another. Both have incredibly storied careers. They've been rivals. They've stood beside one another. And in the end, the goal is simple, an RKO for the Viper to punch his ticket to the Fatal 4-Way a week from Saturday at Saturday night's main event. Look out, Joe.
Great awareness by The Miz to get away from the draping DDT, but now he gets the real deal on the announce desk.
Joe, I don't think Randy's finished yet.
Not with that look. And Miz is going to pay the price. Oh!
Damn.
Oh!
Well, London, you're being greedy.
One more time is the call from the crowd. Oh, the Viper is happy to deliver.
Orton breaking the count in order to inflict even more damage to the A-lister. Things beginning to look bleak already for The Miz. Orton giving chase back inside now, once again looking for the draping DDT.
And this time, after all the damage that's done, he delivers.
And despite the pre-match attack executed by The Miz, the tables have turned back into the favor of Randy Orton.
He wants it. And here in London, they're ready to roar for the three most destructive letters. But the Miz able to counter, and again, the cover to advance and qualify. Right shoulder gets up with just a moment to spare from Randy Orton.
And that can be a heartbreaker if you're the Miz. When you've landed not one, but two of your best shots in the form of skull-crushing finales, and Orton still survives. Doubt begins to creep into your mind. This is where the Miz needs to be relentless.
Going for it again, Corey.
Orton sensed it coming that time.
No RKO there, looking for a quick one from the Miz to advance.
There it is!
RKO!
That's it.
The Viper, Randy Orton!
And Corey, you can add the name now of Randy Orton to that fatal four-way to determine the #1 contender to the Undisputed
The
Championship.
14-time world champion, Randy Orton, just took a massive step toward number 15. And RKO takes out the Miz. You've seen it a million times and it never gets old. Out of nowhere, what a win for the Apex Predator tonight.
That was some beautiful eye candy on that super slow-mo. We will have 4 superstars filled in by the end of the night. Saturday night's main event, we're just 8 days away for the #1 contender, fatal four-way to the undisputed WWE Championship. Randy Orton's in at Montreal.
What? It's actually the first time that we are talking. It's kind of nice. And I see you obviously have some problems in the back of your head, so let me get one thing straight. Tonight, I will beat Sami Zayn, and I will step one step closer to that. True. I won a championship on my first night back. Simply because I don't fight like a sane man.
Elliot, right now, I just don't care. There's a mentalist after me. Tell you what, you win your match tonight, you win the four-way, I'll see you at the Rumble. I didn't knock out Jacob's teeth, I'll sure as hell knock out yours.
When we return to Smackdown, where are things now between the MFTs and the Wyatt Six? A look back at the drama from last week.
Bro, I know fucking
Left in the hands of Solo Sikoa. That's next.
bro, I know Drew is stressing right now.
Walk in like you own the air. Because confidence, that's your superpower. Acknowledge me. You don't dodge the noise. You flip it, own it, make it yours. Walk in loud. Walk out legendary.
Stronger Together is presented by Progressive. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection.
Family versus family. The MFTs taking on the Wyatt Six 8-man tag team match.
Tag champs here, Gacy and Loomis, it's giving you the advantage.
Oh, man!
The showdown we've all been salivating for. Well, giants on giants action. By getting hit by a Mack truck.
A choke slam from the rafters and delivers the uppercut.
There's the tag, I believe.
Oh, no.
Wait a second.
Oh, he's got the lantern. Meanwhile, big hit. Oh, the cutthroat.
I got the whole world in my head.
Solo, you think you stole our light? but you just inherited the weight of what it really means. The lantern has never been a weapon. We carry it in the dark, so the dark doesn't carry us. It does not belong in the hands of someone that believes taking it is more powerful than its true purpose. It will come back to us like a moth to a flame. We will not rest until it's home.
You know, Joe, I'm not entirely certain that Solo and the MFTs understand the kind of power they're playing with. The line that they may have crossed, it could come back to bite.
Yeah, I've referred to it as the spiritual beacon, that lantern there. Let's turn our attention to the fiercely competitive women's tag team division. Corey, last week, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, again, let it be known they will stop at nothing.
Well, Alexa Bliss one-on-one with United States champion Julia figured Kiana James could be a problem in this matchup. A DDT to the champion Alexa would then turn her attention to the business associate of Julia with a right hand. What Alexa didn't account for was the potential of Lash Legend and Nia Jax getting involved, and Northern Lights bomb from Julia picking up the W, but things would go from bad for Miss Bliss to even worse at the hands of two of the most powerful superstars in WWE, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, who would lay waste to Alexa with an annihilator.
Last week sucked. Lost the match against Julia. Nia and Lash tried getting in my head before the match and then beat me up after the match. It was a complete numbers game. I was left all alone. So I need to know, were you actually sick or was it like a I'm sick?
Lex, it wasn't like a I'm sick. It was like bleh, bleh. And you're the one that was having a title opportunity without me there. I mean, do you know how many title opportunities that I have turned down because I put the team first?
Really?
Yes.
Name two.
That's besides the point.
What I need to know is, do you have my back?
Well, do you have my back? Lex,
Yes.
you're my person. I'm sorry, I was sick. Forever.
Okay.
I'm a stretch.
Real cute.
So cute. You know, you have no reason to trust me, but that is typical Alexa. You know, she makes you feel guilty and walks away like she's the victim. I mean, what a joke.
Really good at it too.
No, you're right. I don't trust you. And the next time you give me unsolicited advice, you're not gonna like my response. And this charade, I know why Lexi isn't friends with you anymore. And you've changed.
You know what, girl? Let her learn the hard way. I was trying to be kind.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Kiana James and the Women's United States Champion, Julia!
The United States champion, Chief Advisor Kiana James, will now get Alexa Bliss with her bestie back by her side. Charlexa Bliss and the Queen.
Oh, they call her Charlexa. It's crazy.
Don't start using that name.
Charlexa. People like it, Corey. Now there's Big Ben, Westminster area of London. We're a few miles west out in Wembley, of course the famed stadium just outside these arena doors where England beat Germany in the 1966 World Cup, and some recent chatter in sports here in this country that a local could be fighting here in London in the coming months. This guy right here, UFC top 10 middleweight, Michael Venom Page. Great to have him ringside here tonight. Nice reception for one of the best middleweights in the world, UFC Top 10's Michael Venom Page.
There we see the United States champion Julia and her business associate Kiana James ready for tag team action.
Awesome reception for one of the greatest of all time.
And their opponents making their way to the ring, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss!
Well, Corey, we heard it just moments ago backstage as Bliss and Flair were reunited after a week ago. It was Alexa who got the phone call prior to the match against Julia that Charlotte was out sick, couldn't make it to the locker room and be ringside to be by Bliss's side. You saw the aftermath of what happened there.
Don't tell me, Joe, as smart of a man as you are, that you're falling for this whole charade, this whole bit. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are not best friends. They never have been, they never will be. They are two of the greatest individual superstars in WWE history. But this whole frenemies thing, this ain't it. This is all means to an end, mark my words.
Yeah, but they do the little heart thing with their hands, where one half and then they make the,
I'm not doing it with you, Joe. We're not doing it, no. We're not even on camera.
You take your hand and then the little...
Yeah, now I know what it is. Look, Charlotte Flair on her own, amazing. Alexa Bliss on her own, great. The machine is not greater than the sum of its parts, in my humble opinion. Whereas on the other side of the ring, you've got Kiana James, you've got Julia, who make no false assumptions about the nature of their business, of their relationship. It is strictly professional. It's about money, it's about success, it's about opportunities. And think of the opportunities that will come their way if they're able to knock off Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss at the same time.
So you give credit to this woman who's in the ring right now, Kiana James, for the job that she has done in everything in guiding Julia back to the United States Championship. A couple weeks ago, Julia, of course, started her second reign with this title after topping Chelsea Green.
And I wouldn't say that Kiana has necessarily guided Julia so much as facilitated the process.
Sure.
Kiana uses her business acumen, which she has beyond our industry, to secure opportunities, to make sure that Julia is getting the chances she deserves. And right now, Alexa Bliss getting all over Kiana James.
Good start for Bliss. Oh, and big knee as Kiana James just followed her into the ropes and now delivers the suplex.
And I think somehow
Here comes Charlotte.
Kiana James has flown under the radar here in WWE. This is a young woman who improves each and every time she steps into the ring. She's in there holding her own with one of the best of all time, Charlotte Flair, right now. And I don't think that should be overlooked.
Charlotte drives her into that corner, and then the uppercut is delivered from James.
Kiana James has all the tools to be a major player here in WWE. She has the physical ability, the athleticism. She
Big
looks
boot from
fantastic. She's double tough. Tag made to Alexa Bliss. Oh, look at this.
You're telling me that's not friendship? That's not synchronicity and teamwork here?
No, it's called they got stuck watching Dancing with the Stars on the flight over, and they decided to reenact it to try to convince these schlubs in the crowd.
Oh, big right hand from Alexa. And there goes Julia. As Julia and Kiana James look to take control here in London. Tag team action, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss against Julia and Kiana James, who have been getting the best of Alexa Bliss for many, many minutes right now, Corey.
And this is just classic tag team strategy, being employed very successfully until that very moment. James and Julia did a great job of cutting the ring in half, isolating Alexa Bliss, not allowing Charlotte Flair to be a factor. You can feel the urgency of Kiana James right now, trying to stop Bliss from making the tag.
Yeah, diving just to grab that leg. And here comes the Queen, Charlotte Flair. This crowd in London as those Flair chops come in. Oh, how about a little for Julia as well? Every which
God damn.
way. Flair. Oh, that walkover clothesline deliver.
Kiana James in all types of trouble right now, at the mercy of the Queen. Charlotte Flair up and over.
Oh, what a boot! And delivers one to James as well.
Charlotte Flair making the long climb to the top turnbuckle.
Flair up top, gonna fly through London, cross body to put it away. And Kiana James able to kick out.
And Charlotte was actually attempting to hook both of Kiana's legs, but in doing so, took some of the pressure off of Kiana's shoulders, which may be the only reason James was able to escape.
Yeah, great analysis there as James able to deliver the boot as Charlotte came running in and then floors James again. Steps right over, back to that corner, but Julia's there to meet her. She's got to deal with Julia, and with that, Kiana James able to get back to her feet.
Mutually beneficial business partnership, Kiana James and Julia. Nice neck breaker by the Queen. And
Spinebuster. Kiana James showing something against the 14-time world champion. Now here comes Beautiful Madness. Hooking the leg, looking to win it right here, and the save from Bliss.
Julia with that Arrivederci knee right on the temple of Charlotte Flair. Bliss has re-entered the fray.
And she gets pulled out of the ring by Kiana James. So it's all Julia looking to take control against Flair. Oh,
the aggression behind these kicks. This is what I was talking about, Joe. When Julia steps on the gas pedal, she is downright dangerous.
Charlotte follows up with a huge right hand. And then Julia delivers on the back end. Back and forth they go.
Both women unloading heavy artillery in this tag team contest. Who wants it more? This is great happenstance. Julia was able to be tagged by Kiana James.
Kiana James, now the legal partner. Oh, Alexa Bliss is
Oh,
there.
shit.
Alexa Bliss, Sister Abigail, DDT is delivered to put it away.
Here are your winners, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss!
That Sister Abigail came out of nowhere, split second.
It was great ring awareness, situational awareness by Alexa Bliss. Wait a minute, it's again.
Was that a new theme?
Lash Legend just floors Bliss. And now it's 2-on-1 surrounding Charlotte Flair.
And I don't care how many world championships you've won, you do not want to be outnumbered by Nia Jax and the bougie bully Lash Legend.
They gave the warning backstage. They attacked a week ago as well. Oh, there's Julia, center of the ring. James holding her back, saying we're good.
Trying to be the voice of reason.
And she does, she holds her back.
Yeah.
Still to come, it was one of the most stunning nights in Smackdown history, the 3 stages of hell. But now, where does it leave Cody Rhodes? We will hear from the American Nightmare coming off the loss of the Undisputed Championship to Drew McIntyre next. once we get a final score on Monday night.
I just hope both teams have fun.
Oh, right, sure.
Bo, you're absolutely right. This is just more than Atlanta. I can see the millions of fireflies across the world. And they are now in my possession. Your legacy is in my hands. And if you want this lantern back, I suggest you put those tag team titles on the line. But that's just the beginning. You see, my family is going to take back all the gold. But until then, I'm going to take real good care of this. And he is going to be with me when I take out Damian Priest and bring back the WWE Undisputed title to the family.
Ooh.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Out of control. Them other feet. What is it about to go?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
Corey, you and I have spent the majority of our careers in and around combat sports, and the real definition often of a champion is how do you get up off the canvas? How do you respond from adversity? Or in the case of the man in front of us right now, the shocking turns that cost him his most prized possession.
Cody calling himself QB1 is no accident. Rhodes always wants the ball in his hands, no matter the circumstance. So you can see the emotion on the face of the American Nightmare, doing his best to remain stoic, but inside there's turmoil, there's disappointment, there's even a level of embarrassment for this man. Cody Rhodes has so proudly held the undisputed WWE Championship throughout his career since returning to WWE. It feels almost unnatural, almost uncomfortable to see Cody out here without that ear-to-ear grin, without the gold wrapped around his waist. Hopefully we get some answers here.
I think you sum it up perfectly. As soon as he entered in front of this massive sold-out crowd, my first thought was something's missing. And now we will hear from Cody Rhodes.
Well, that sounds a bit different. It's okay. That's okay. Because if anything, I guess it was becoming a bit episodic. I would come out here I would tap my fist 3 times. We'd all say, whoa. I'd walk into the ring, WWE champion, and I'd ask you, what do you want to talk about? Don't worry, we're going to discuss the WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. I said it was all becoming episodic. I don't think I ever broke down why the name of the podcast is What Do You Want to Talk About? Why What Do You Want to Talk About was always the first thing I said. It was quite simple. I wasn't just the company's champion. I was your champion. I didn't want you guys... I didn't want you guys to be spectators. I wanted you guys to be teammates. But somewhere along the line, perhaps I got comfortable with episodic. Dare I say even predictable. I did not see all the eventualities, all the ways which I could lose. Or is Drew McIntyre just that good?
You know what's crazy? You know he's committed when you can start seeing the black of his hair. Because you never see that shit. Because he always has the fucking... What the fuck do you want to call it? Goddamn, he has the fucking... He bleaks blonde his hair. But you can start seeing that. You can start seeing it.
I could ask myself that, or I could ask you, what does Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin have in common with the American Nightmare? It's simple. We are the only ones who ever went back-to-back at a Royal Rumble. And only one of those names ever won it for a 3rd time. That's because it's a hell of a feat, almost an impossible feat. And each and every one of you know me very well. I love a gamble. I love a long shot. In the ever-evolving WWE, where we have the best men and women's roster, sometimes the best superpower you can have is believing in yourself. So here and now, in a city that means a great deal to me, a city that I came to and wrestled every weekend at What Culture Pro Wrestling to sharpen my skills and come back the American Nightmare, in a city that does deserve a WrestleMania, in a city that gave me a Blue Peter badge. Let me make it official. Drew McIntyre has said that there is no rematch clause. Good. We'll do this the old ways. I am officially declaring myself the first entrant in the 2026 Royal Rumble.
Woo!
So, London, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about Jacob Fatu. I met Jacob Fatu backstage APW. I knew he's a thoroughbred. I watched Jacob Fatu wrestle Solo Sikoa, and I knew he was on the come up. Jacob Fatu is a young veteran in our industry. But as a young veteran, I am aware, I'm absolutely positive he knows what the word receipt means. Jacob Fatu, you have the biggest receipt I have ever handed out coming to you. You can drive your all-gas car down here right now and collect it yourself, or Jacob, I can come and find it and beat the brakes off your ass.
Damn.
Headlines made by Cody Rhodes. Number 1, he loves a gamble, and his bet is the Royal Rumble. And number 2, Fatu's got a receipt coming for him.
Less about the words, Joe, more about the eyes. Look in the eyes, the intensity of
Bro, what if Cody does win the Royal Rumble for a 3rd motherfucking time?
Stop at nothing to take back what he values most.
There are those eyes, and there goes the man. a week removed from the undisputed WWE Championship going to Drew McIntyre. Cody's path is set.
Some pointed words from former champion Cody Rhodes as he looks to make his way back into the title picture. Speaking of that title picture, please welcome my guest, Matt Cardona. Now, Matt, you are moments away from a qualifying match against Trick Williams for an opportunity at Drew McIntyre's undisputed WWE Championship. Now, what would it mean to not only come back to WWE, but also win that title?
Let me just say, it's a shame the way Cody lost the title last week. You know, I was looking forward to wrestling my buddy, seeing who the better man was. But now that match is going to be against Drew McIntyre. But Drew and I, we go way back, too. Check the history books. Drew's first match in WWE was against me. Just like Cody, just like Drew, I had to leave WWE to find myself, to reinvent myself, but I'm back now. But unlike Cody and Drew, you know, they're both former WWE champions, and I'm not. Yet. I'm not just back to be back. I am back for a spot at the top. My journey, the ups and downs, the grind, it all led me back here. I am back to be the undisputed WWE champion. I am back to be the undisputed WWE champion.
Well, you heard the man. Let's head out to the arena.
Kathy Kelly with Matt Cardona.
The following is an undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders qualifying match. Introducing first, from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, Trick Williams!
Tricky 2 times, Corey, with 8 abs, 3 chains, 3 cars, and as he likes to tell everybody, 2 feet for those lemon pepper steppers.
That's that man, Joe Test.
It is. Mr. Whoop That.
Everyone's gotta tell.
Everyone's gotta tell. Well, tell me some, Papa.
WrestleMania Vegas. It's anyone's game.
The WWE podcast roll on. We just heard Cody Rhodes mention what he wanted to talk about. Finn Balor is his guest this week. Great lineup, including Ken Golden on Impulsive. You see Undertaker with the legendary Bruce Pritchard. Ken Golden, the billion-dollar king of memorabilia, sits down with Logan Paul. Stephanie has Bayley as her guest, and the Raw recap, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez with Sam and Megan. The WWE podcast always delivering. Well, great reception.
This
Trick
atmosphere
Williams.
has been incredible,
It
Joe
has.
Test. You know why? Because Trick Williams is a star in every sense of the word. This man could be the future sooner than later.
Hollywood Trick Williams. The brash and bold entrance to Smackdown. An athletic freak and fearless.
Always ready.
And his opponent from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, Matt Cardona!
Corey, how good does this have to feel for Matt Cardona? You're away for nearly 6 years, right? And now a chance. You come back and immediately a chance to fight for #1 contender status if you can get through this qualifying match and make your way to the Fatal 4-Way.
The thing about it is Matt Cardona does not take any of this for granted anymore. This is a young man who tasted a great deal of success in WWE, was let go and forced to reinvent himself to carve his own path. And trust me, outside of this bubble, it is not easy. But that's what Matt Cardona did. He reinvented himself. Now the question is, what does he do with the opportunity he's been given? He's got a massive task at hand in the form of Trick Williams, an up-and-comer who's already marked for stardom in this game.
Well, you've spent a lot of time with Trick Williams ringside in the course of the past year. What would be your strategy if you're Matt Cardona?
Listen, I think Matt Cardona needs to add a few new wrinkles to his game, throw a new play or two in the playbook, because what Matt Cardona did in his first run in WWE has been studied. Everybody's seen it before. Some of it will still work, sure, but you've got to add something new to your arsenal. Whereas if you're Trick Williams, I'm of the belief, keep doing what you're doing. Stick with what brought you to your dance.
No, Cardona drives him into the corner. And see, listen, you could hear what was said there, and you could see the body language with Trick Williams. Both these men,
Trick Willie.
Yeah, both these men arriving here with the new year to SmackDown. And I think Trick says, this is going to be my spotlight as the new guy.
And you're absolutely right. And Trick Williams looks at Matt Cardona and everybody else, for that matter, as trying to leech off of his spotlight, off of the hype that was built for Trick Williams.
Then you see the power, you see the speed, the instant impact.
And I'll tell you, above all, the intangible that Trick Williams has is confidence. It is on another level, and sure, you can call it ego, you can say he's cocky, but the fact is Trick Williams believes in his own abilities as much as anyone in this game, and that's going to take him far.
Explosive shoulder tackle, and then just says, get up to Cardona.
My question for you is, Joe, when are you going to get yourself a pair of lemon pepper steppers?
Do you think did they sell this down at Harrods?
I think you'd look more like Pee Wee Herman walking down the bar. Face first goes Williams.
Cardona now mounting an offensive attack here as he sends Trick Williams out into the floor.
And look, and Matt Cardona understands how much hype is surrounding Trick Williams right now. Cardona would love to be the dude that shuts him up and earns his entry into the Fatal 4-Way.
Gathering momentum here is Matt Cardona. Oh! Undisputed WWE Championship #1 contender qualifier. Hey, we're just 8 days away to Saturday night's main event. Hey, we're just
all the intent. Face first goes Williams.
Cardona now mounting for it all.
Cover here by Williams to advance. You're right, as we mentioned moments ago, the list has already been populated by the Viper, Randy Orton. And look at the elbows. Look at the aggression from Trick Williams, teeing off on Matt Cardona.
Round and pound with Cardona having returned nearly 6 years away from WWE. You mentioned Randy Orton. He got the best of The Miz with a spectacular, jaw-dropping RKO to open up the evening and put away The Miz to advance to Montreal.
Jawbreaker by Cardona creates a little bit of separation.
Oh, he was looking for that trick shot, that big running pump knee. So dangerous is Williams when he revs the engine.
Oh, a capoeira kick. Go MVP. Michael Venom Page is probably blushing after seeing that.
Of course, top 10 UFC middleweight is sitting ringside right behind us to take in the action here in London. Cardona, and both men are down.
It was a desperate maneuver by Matt Cardona, but extremely effective at leveling the playing field for the moment. Which of these two men wants to advance more?
Mr. Whoop-That getting to his feet. Cardona coming into the corner and delivering that right hand and another.
I like the aggression we've seen out of Cardona thus far. I still will never get used to this, though. Don't say it, Joe. No, thank goodness. Big boot on the ear from Cardona. Rocks the world of Trick.
How about it?
Zigzag into the cover.
Do it. Able to get that right shoulder up after the zigzag delivered by Matt Cardona.
And this is a moment where if you're Matt Cardona, you're realizing how much the landscape has changed in WWE in your 6 years away. All of the competition from top to bottom has stepped up their game. It's a different game altogether.
And one of the true rising stars, oh look at Cardona, quick to get into it. And one of the true rising stars is now opposite him. And athletically, one of the most dangerous of all in Trick Williams. in the deep water now of this qualifying match for the #1 contender fatal four-way.
Smart. Trick Williams showing wisdom beyond his years. Oh no!
There's Cardona as he delivers that boot right through the ropes, and Williams is leaning against the barrier now out on the floor. Could Cardona gather all this momentum and advance and qualify for that fatal four-way? Trick sends him into the ring.
Boom!
Oh!
That'll do it!
Trick kick to advance.
No!
Cardona survives.
Again, a testament to the guts and will of Matt Cardona. But Trick Williams happy to apply more offense to this onslaught.
Impressive.
See here. Great counter by Cardona.
This could be a big turn for Cardona.
Trick got a bit overconfident, and Cardona made him pay.
And he knows it.
One of the Rough Rider.
Able to get the knees up. And now lines him up. Williams out of the way for the moment.
Big!
God damn!
I mean, Corey, he just sent him 2/3 of the way across the ring.
Trick having flashbacks to his days on the gridiron. Look out, Cardona!
Knee pads down. Trick shots delivered to advance.
Here is your winner, Trick Williams!
I'm telling you right now, you don't have to like Trick Williams' attitude, but you better believe the hype.
Tricky 2 times. Mr. Whoop That. And put him on the board as part of the fatal four-way.
Take a look at this, the closing moments. That high impact tackle from Williams set the stage. Boom for the trick shot right on the chin of Cardona. Trick Williams has earned entry into the #1 contenders fatal four-way at Saturday night's main event 1 week from tomorrow. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Fucking Kit Wilson.
Are you kidding me?
It's detox time!
Kit Wilson.
The international sensation!
Kit Wilson, who has been complaining to everybody about toxic masculinity.
Kit Wilson complains to those who exhibit toxic masculinity. Joe, if you
Oh shit.
Just attack Cardona right in the back of the head.
So Cardona was likely being toxic.
When Cardona returned. Yep. Back on January 2nd.
But wasn't that?
Kit Wilson.
Wait, wasn't that toxic?
So if Kit Wilson doesn't like you, maybe it's because you're part of the problem.
Not me.
Guys, I am here with Damian Priest, and Damian
I know he's
Drew
fine.
McIntyre and his undisputed WWE Championship is on the line. But first, you have to go through Solo Sikoa tonight. So how do you prepare for an opportunity of this magnitude?
Kathy, I can talk all day about Drew. We have a lot of history, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Tonight is about Solo. Facing Solo one-on-one isn't an issue, but is it really going to be one-on-one? I don't think so. But let me remind the world of something. London, I became Senor Money in the Bank. That was 1 versus all. So tonight, Solo, MFTs, if I got to do 1 versus all again, it's exactly what I'm going to do. I need to get past this. I need to get to Drew for the undisputed WWE Championship. Tonight, whatever it takes.
Good luck out there.
Kid Wilson's on a tear here.
You all know that I'm right. You know there's a problem. And I'm the solution. So I will say it again. I will let the whole world know you all need reassurance. You all need leadership. You all need me.
me say I am the tonic to the toxic masculinity.
Oh shit.
No.
This ain't a tonic behind him.
And my name is Kit Will.
And his name is Fatu.
Oh no!
Show me two things that don't mix. Jacob.
You know, I met Zilla Fatu last Saturday.
Just floored. The guy calls himself the tonic to toxic masculinity.
Look at this athleticism.
Oh, that Fatu mighty moonsault.
Samoan Werewolf is on the loose. Poor Kit Wilson. Maybe Kit should do a TED Talk or something where he can't get beat up.
Jacob Fatu, a week removed from interrupting the 3 stages of hell.
Hey, Cody, you got something to say about me? You have something to say to me? Well, check this out. Bring your punk ass out here right now.
Cody Rhodes, who earlier tonight.
Oh shit.
Rhodes is here and ready for a fight.
The American Nightmare is headed straight into the ring against Fatu. Look at this! Center of the ring! Here they go!
Rhodes looking to collect on the receipt.
Damn.
He promised Fatu earlier in the night. Thank God we got some security headed down here. You may need more than that to keep these two warriors away from one another.
A week ago, Fatu interfered in the match. It cost Cody his championship as Drew McIntyre earned it by exiting the steel cage, and now the American Nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. We are in London for Friday Night Smackdown, and it has been a wild scene. And this is not the comfort of one of those champagne pops.
Is that what the fuck happened?
London Eye
Is that why like there was like
to what happened
discourse on fucking social media?
with Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes.
Cody, you got something to say about me? You have something to say to me? Well, check this out. Bring your punk ass out here right now.
Ask and you shall receive. Jacob Fatu, the American Nightmare, already in a nasty mood after losing his undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes would make a beeline for the ring and chaos would follow. The American Nightmare stepping up to the Samoan Werewolf, and fists were a-flying tonight in London. Eventually, a swarm of security would hit the ring and do their best to separate Fatu and Rhodes. But the damage has been done, and Nick Aldis has reached this decision, Joe.
This is happening, Corey. This is happening.
Oh, this match gonna be a fucking banger. Oh, bro, Jacob Fatu being back and shit. Oh yeah, we
Jacob
like it.
Fatu, that'll be streaming next Saturday night. We're 8 days away. Of course, we are closing in on that #1 contenders fatal 4-way that night in Montreal, and we're filling out the 4, and that is what we will do again right here, right now.
Oh, take it off. That looks so fire though.
The following is an undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders qualifying match. Introducing first, accompanied by MFP from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
Corey, he's got lantern in hand. It's like his conquering bag of gold, his pelt and antlers of the Wyatt Six and Uncle Howdy.
Joe, I understand and appreciate mind games in this business as well as anyone, but I feel dirty watching this. This feels blasphemous, seeing Solo Sikoa with the sacred lantern, representative of the legacy of none other than Bray Wyatt. A family heirloom, if you could call it that. And seeing it in the possession of Solo and the MFTs feels wrong on so many levels. With that said, that illustrates the mindset, the mentality of Solo Sikoa heading into this #1 contenders qualifier.
Bro, isn't
tonight.
fucking
Solo wants
like
greatness for his
in all
family
reality,
again.
right?
Solo
Isn't
knows what it takes. He learned under the great tree.
isn't
of Roman
fucking
Reigns.
Kid Wilson definitely the definition of toxic masculinity? He just tagged the dude. That's a toxic. That's very toxic, and no one can tell me otherwise.
It's too far. After that 8-man tag team match over the Wyatt Six, and then he took the cherished family lantern.
Oh shit!
And his opponent from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest!
Corey, you and Cole a couple weeks ago were up in Buffalo, and Priest defeated Aleister Black in that ambulance match. Now he's admitted he is hurting after that feud. He is hurting after that match. And this doesn't get any easier when you're in against Solo and the MFTs who are sitting around ringside.
When you want to be at the top of the card in WWE, there is no rest for the weary. Fortunately, Damian Priest seems to have dispatched Aleister Black into his rear-view mirror for the time being. But what this is about is a fresh start for Priest. This is a man who won the World Heavyweight Championship by cashing in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. It doesn't get much bigger than that. But since then, Priest has become obsessed with recapturing that feeling, that rush, that high that you can only achieve at the very pinnacle of this business. It could all begin a long journey back up the mountain tonight for Damian Priest.
You mentioned that signature moment at WrestleMania, which in the span of his career
What's up, guys? What's up?
But then you think of the journey that's been taken since, as you see Solo Sikoa and the MFTs, and everything he's had to endure, all the feuds, all the damage he's put forth, and now here we are. Trick Williams has advanced to the #1 contender Fatal 4-Way. Randy Orton has advanced to Saturday night's main event. And now Damian Priest and Solo Sikoa to decide the 3rd spot.
Got him! All good! I got his ass! Think about this, Joe. A few years ago when the world first laid eyes on Solo Sikoa, he was the enforcer of the bloodline. He sat at the right hand of Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa was tabbed for greatness back then. They used to refer to him as the tribal heir.
Yes.
Solo takes that anointment very seriously and intends to live up to those expectations.
Of course, from one bloodline to now his family tree that surrounds our desk right now. By the way, hard to broadcast when you got Tama Tonga and Tongaloa and JC Mateo making a human wall just a few feet in front of us.
Got mammoths of human beings out here. But oh, what a super kick by Priest. Solo spills to the outside.
Yeah, right onto our announce desk. He tries to gather himself here.
Oh, Priest, what are you thinking? Don't do this!
Yep. Remember that human wall I just mentioned? He just realized it exists. Big Talatonga right in the face of Damian Priest.
Priest stands about 6'7". There aren't too many superstars on the roster he has to look up to. Talatonga is an exception for sure.
Oh!
Tama Tonga!
with shades on, up and off the apron to floor Damian Priest. Next week in Montreal, somebody's going to win a #1 Contenders Fatal 4-Way and fight for the Undisputed Championship. We know two of the names who are in it, Randy Orton and Trick Williams. But right now, with this running hip attack, Solo Sikoa is trying to get in if he can qualify and defeat Damian Priest here.
You can just see the confidence of Solo Sikoa growing as this match progresses. During the break, look at this display of power. Launching Damian Priest into the canvas, and Solo looking for it once again.
Going for the running hip attack.
Oh, wow!
Spinning heel kick, and you see the MFTs. I mean, even JC Mateo's cringing after that as Tama Tonga looks on.
Almost shocking degree of speed from Damian Priest, able to recover and deliver the kick. But what can Priest do now with the opportunity he created for himself?
Priest out here in this qualifying match for that #1 Contender Fatal 4-Way as the MFTs surround the ring. JC Mateo holding on to that Wyatt 6 lantern that was taken from Uncle Howdy a week ago. And now Damian Priest, as often is the case, up on his feet, ready to give everything. Here they go, testing each other, towing the line, center of the ring.
Quien es más macho? Look at these right hands and a left from Priest.
This was the matchup on paper you just knew tonight would turn into something like this.
Priest ringing the bell of Solo. Now putting those educated feet to work.
One of the best strikers in the game with all the, oh man, was he met. Back and forth they go. Two big men giving everything. The super kick from Solo. Spinning kick from Priest.
And another. Solo did his best to block the impact. Priest now drops Solo with another lariat.
And Damian Priest can sense it. Can he advance?
Stage dive in the corner. And again.
This time able to get out the back door. And Priest now takes control, looking to make it to Montreal.
Loa trying to shout encouragement.
I thought that was Jacob Fatu for a second. I was like, damn, he's back already?
So still to come tonight, Jordan Grace and Chelsea Green. Of course, we will have our final qualifying match. Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov in a rematch.
Oh, no.
Classic. Would you look at this? The MFTs, as you knew they likely would, playing a role.
Leave it to Dan Engler to miss the 7-footer.
How do you miss that? He's out of here. The 7-foot Tama Tonga is gone from this qualifying match.
Yeah, but the damage has already been done, Joe.
At least these refs are like a little more like aware. Or even back in the day, bro, like someone get hit with a fucking steel chair, it would sound loud as hell, bro. They just be like, huh?
Able to counter, setting up the razor's edge. Oh my! What a thud!
And Solo survives.
That right shoulder gets up at 2 and change.
Incredible power required to deliver a maneuver like Priest just did to a man the size of Solo. But it looks like Sikoa might be scheduled for a trip south of heaven.
Tama Tonga's up on the apron. Tama Tonga, who already played a role, now Tonga Loa's up on the apron. Priest looks to dismiss him.
Look out, Priest.
Samoan Spike, he gets out of the way. But that spinning Solo slam, the big impact.
Fucking lights going out
Sikoa
right.
now from the top.
Nah.
Right on the target. To advance. Oh, that's great from Priest. What heart. What will.
But was that Damian Priest's left?
Oh, damn.
Six are ready for him.
The turf war continues.
Gacy pounding away. Loomis pounding away. Nikki Cross is running everywhere. And Uncle Howdy has got JC Mateo right where he wants him.
The Wyatt Six are here and they want their lantern back.
A week ago it was the 8-man tag team that ended with Solo Sikoa taking the cherished...
Oh, no.
Whoa!
Sikoa from behind just before Howdy could get his hands on the lantern.
And that spiritual beacon of the Wyatt Six is back secured by Solo Sikoa in the midst of this qualifying match. Oh no!
Yep.
Damian Priest, south of heaven, could get into Montreal. Solo dealt with the lantern. Damian Priest, and it cost him, Corey.
Maybe you can consider it an assist from up above. It was Solo who declared he would be watching. Perhaps he was. And tonight, that was to the benefit of Damian Priest. There you see moments before Howdy recaptured the lantern. Solo all smiles to spoil the celebration. But Solo took his eyes off of a damn dangerous man. And Damian Priest with a one-way ticket south of heaven. And Priest now joins the madness. That will be the fatal four-way undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders match at Saturday night's main event.
There's Uncle Howdy as he is back on his feet and again his cherished prized possession the way it should be. As Howdy has secured the Wyatt lantern. Back is it. Tama Tonga!
Damn. He almost got it back. He almost got the lantern back. Almost.
Family lantern back in their hands, but it was Damian Priest who advanced, qualifies for Montreal.
Sammy. Heard what you had to say last week. What was it? You hope that I win, but you think Cody's gonna win? It's lucky you're not a betting man, or you would have lost, as usual.
You know what, Drew? I meant what I said. Actually, I did want you to win. A part of me wanted you to win, and a part of me is really happy that you did, because here's what's going to happen next. I'm about to go out there, and I'm about to go to war with Ilya Dragunov, and I'm going to win. And next week, at Saturday night's main event in my hometown in Montreal, #1 contenders match, I am going to win. And then at the Royal Rumble, you and me, we're going to see each other again.
That's really inspiring, Sammy, but here's the truth. I've beaten you 11 times. You've beaten me 0. If you happen to make it to the Royal Rumble, absolutely nothing is going to change.
We'll see.
Remember, still to come tonight, our final qualifying match. Undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders qualifying match for that fatal four-way. And it's going to be a great one. Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov. And it's the new powerhouse on SmackDown's roster, Jordan Grace, as she takes on Chelsea Green right here in London. That is coming your way.
Championship Open Challenge. Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Carmelo Hayes!
Carmelo Hayes carrying on the Open Challenge for this United States Championship. The question is, who's going to be walking out here at Wembley Arena in London? We're going to find out who faces Melo next.
Monday, Belfast brings the noise. 2 championship clashes, 1 unforgettable homecoming.
Becky Lynch is going to have the home field advantage to defend the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine Dupree.
CM Punk will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Ireland's own Finn Balor.
So much on the line.
This place is going to explode.
Raw, live from Belfast. Special start time, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, only on Netflix.
Bro, I gotta stream at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Smackdown here in London, which is home to 7 different Premier League clubs. Speaking of Premier, how about some Premier programming? WWE Unreal Season 2 is coming back to Netflix. It premieres this Tuesday, January 20th, only on Netflix. Here's a sneak peek.
Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. AKA my hot husband. Oh, that was terrible.
Oh my God, Seth going up top.
I like where this is headed.
Rollins to the top of the ring post. Leg drop for Becky. Splash for Rollins.
You know, I love having her on the road with me. It's a great thing to be able to share special moments together, understand each other, be there for each other.
I remember the first time I found out that Becky and Seth were an item, and I had no idea. And it was the last time we were at MetLife Stadium for WrestleMania. And then Becky was about to go on, and I was behind Gorilla, and all of a sudden I see them making out.
Love you.
Love you. I think I even joked like, God, get a room.
Like P.S. Hayes, sartorial splendor never disappoints. Well, there's Carmelo Hayes. And Corey, I think we've seen the best of him in recent months, earning the respect of everybody with that year-ending battle with Ilya Dragunov, the U.S. title in hand, and now week after week with this Open Challenge.
This is a young man that came in WWE with very high expectations for himself, and he's delivering week after week.
No, who's it going to be this week? Oh, you love it already.
I sure do.
Leon Slater.
The TNA X Division champ from Bradford, England,
Leon Slater.
And his opponent from Bradford, England, weighing in at 198 pounds, he is the TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater!
Carmelo Hayes hopped on social media and said, I want the best Britain has to offer. I think this may be it. Leon Slater, the youngest X Division champion in TNA history. Just for the record, Joe, that title he's wearing around his neck, the first ever X Division champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. If that gives you any sort of indication to what this young man is capable of, the sky isn't even the limit for Leon Slater. The dude is from outer space with his abilities.
21 years old. England's very own. Here at Wembley Arena in
Oh, this will be a good fucking match.
You mentioned AJ Styles, of course, and the connection there. Well, Slater has had a few big moments on WWE programming recently. Let's go back to December 13th. John Cena's last time is now Final Night. He was paired with Javon Evans. They dropped a thriller to AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
You can't bet against Leon Slater in his home environment. Yes, he's from Bradford, but this is England. They are proud of their athletes. They are proud of their competitors. Leon Slater, to your point, Joe, coming off several great moments here in WWE, not to mention becoming a household name in TNA. Tonight, Carmelo Hayes could be ripe for the picking. Momentum means a lot in this business. Hayes certainly has some, but I don't know if anyone has as much as Leon Slater.
Yeah, then, listen, we had December 13th. Then on January 6th on NXT's New Year's Evil, he was up against Oba Femi.
Correct.
And Oba, of course, retaining the NXT Championship on that night. And now here is the United States Championship Open Challenge, and it is Leon Slater who takes on the challenge. Boy, can he go. Both of these guys, look at this, bridging and pinning combination, then the counter.
Well, listen, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about what Carmelo Hayes has been up to recently. Yes, United States champion, but Hayes has finally seemed to have found his groove here in WWE. I caught up with Carmelo earlier today. He said, ironically, this journey has humbled me to a degree. I've learned to appreciate the competition and what it takes to remain champion in WWE. Carmelo says he's trying his best to employ a Mamba mentality, a day one mentality each and every night out. Oh my
God! Damn!
Is echoing.
God
this
damn!
historic arena. We're here at Wembley Arena.
God
by the way.
fucking Christ!
1948, this was an Olympic venue. They had boxing and swimming here. We have an Olympic swimming pool underneath us.
You talked to me earlier today about a legendary boxer making history in this very arena.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler. This is where Marvelous Marvin Hagler became the middleweight champion of the world in a historic and scary moment in boxing history, defeating Alan Minter.
Well, to say Leon Slater can't shock the world once again tonight on Smackdown. We know he's got the physical tools to do so. Just ask AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, who competed at Saturday night's main event against Leon Slater and Javon Evans.
That was a very special night for Slater in DC. Look at this athleticism.
God damn.
I mean, Graves, are you kidding me?
I kid you not, Joe Tess. Leon Slater came to play tonight. Whoa! This is the sort of athleticism that has won him fans around the globe, and the young Brit making the climb to the top where he is right at home.
Just explosive. How high with that cross body? So close to taking the United States Championship with all this offensive firepower. Jaws are dropped here, and the This Is Awesome chants have begun here in London. The springboard Spanish fly, Corey.
Inverted moments ago, Leon Slater again showing the world why he is the talk of this business right now. And Slater would love to head home tonight with the United States title around his waist.
Give so much credit to Carmelo Hayes for keeping up with this open challenge of the United States Championship. This is third defense of the title. We saw him against Johnny Gargano. We saw him in a brutal match against Shinsuke Nakamura just a week ago where his leg was damaged, perhaps some lingering effects there. And now here against Leon Slater in London, and Slater's from Bradford, England, so he got a nice reception. Just 21 years old is Slater, the TNA X Division champion who is impressed on WWE programming and spotlight.
What a kick. Certainly rocked the jaw of the champion. Mello out of the way just in time. Up and around we go.
How about Carmelo Hayes when he gets the engine revving? Here he goes.
To retain.
Could he?
Carmelo Hayes can't get frustrated. Mello knows that each and every night he is going to step in the ring with the best the business has to offer. And just because that move didn't end the job doesn't mean you can get frustrated, because when you get frustrated, you make mistakes. And the way Leon Slater has looked to this point, that's not something Hayes can afford tonight.
Crowd appreciating what they're seeing, and stylistically, it's as entertaining as anything you will see. A reminder still to come tonight. We'll have the qualifying match for that fatal four-way as the half crab is put in.
Hey, credit to Slater, who scouted the first 48 inside cradle. Slater able to escape.
God damn.
Wow, Slater so explosive and dynamic to win it.
And I love the urgency we're seeing out of Leon Slater to this point. Scrambling for a cover, deep hook at the leg. Leon Slater is going for broke tonight off of that side kick that took down Hayes. Nice deep cover but not enough to crown a new champion.
Got to take advantage of your opportunities. And Slater, you know what he can do when he goes up to the ropes. We've seen it time and again, from that Swanton 450 to everything else he can put forth. And now Carmelo Hayes is smart to roll to the outside and be on the apron, but Slater looks to meet him there. Oh, massive chop from Hayes, nearly caving in.
God damn, those chops fucking.
Oh, and look at Slater powering up.
Beautiful, beautiful.
As Carmelo Hayes drapes down and now is in that target zone.
When it comes to Leon Slater, gravity is less a law than it is a suggestion.
Mello, could he retain right here? Back and forth they go with the seesaw.
Both men exerting a great deal of core strength and energy. Wow!
Ooh!
Could this be it? Somehow.
Oh my God, yo, how did he not fucking like
That's what it's all about.
dome himself?
Sometimes that's all you can do when you're a defending champion. Play defense. Eat all
That looked
the
like that was either he hurt himself, he hurt his neck, or holy shit.
With the leg as he went to rev it up. Did you see that? You could sense it in advance. And that left leg that Shinsuke Nakamura started doing damage on. Leon Slater.
No.
Oh my! Up and over the post. Leon Slater showcasing everything he is here on Smackdown.
The challenger now perched up top once again.
Slater. He was looking for that 450 Swanton, but instead Hayes gets out of the way. And how about a first 48 with something extra on it? They're still going at it.
Holy shit, this is actually a banger of a fucking match.
Continuing to be a factor for Carmelo Hayes, who just landed his bread and butter. That first 48 can end a game. But look at this from Leon. This is just mind-blowing. This is otherworldly athleticism.
Slater and Hayes stylistically are making magic here at Wembley.
They styles make fights. Slater and Hayes certainly not disappointing tonight.
There's that urgency you described, that desperation.
Leon may have gotten a little overzealous. You saw Mello put the brakes on for the moment. But oh no. High risk, high reward.
You got to go for it, though. You get these rare opportunities, Corey.
The gold is on the line from the top rope. Leon Slater looking to dethrone Carmelo Hayes. Will this do it?
United States Championship. He took the challenge. Can he deliver on it right now? Leon Slater. Oh!
Cutter by Hayes.
Massive cutter by Carmelo
That's it.
Hayes.
And he got him.
Here is your winner, and still
God damn, bro, that was a match.
champion, Carmelo Hayes.
I'm going to rise to my feet, my man, and give them a little credit here.
You and me both, Joe Test. The same maneuver Carmelo Hayes used to great effect the night he dethroned Ilya Dragunov. This time pays even bigger dividends. Kudos to Leon Slater, who absolutely proved to the world once again he belongs on the biggest stages in the world. What a battle tonight in London.
He's 21 years old. Leon Slater.
God damn, bro, that was a banger of a fucking match. I don't care what anyone says. Holy shit.
Nakamura, you looking at that U.S. title like it still belongs to you. You had your chance, and you blew it. Once MFTs take those tag team titles, that U.S. championship, it's mine. Because you and I go way back. This is your one and only warning. Stay out of my way.
人は変わる。良くも悪くも。タマ、お前は後者だ。ずいぶん日本にいた頃とは違うじゃないか。そのうちわかる。本当の味方かどうかなんて、ここじゃ分かりゃしねえ。家族ですらな。
Can you believe those two dorks fell for it last week?
No. And like, who even wears a turtleneck anymore?
Right?
Like, what?
I'm
what
a
is
man.
that?
I'm not a turtle. They're not practical.
Johnny, I just want to be the better man, and I'm trying to save you from a beating, so why don't you hand over the mask now?
I don't have your mask.
Oh, grow up, dude. Grow
We're
up.
gonna go do married stuff. I'll see you later, man. Wait, what's happening?
Surprise! Oh, another surprise is that I went to go talk to Nick Aldis, and me and you will be going one-on-one next week. So after I beat some respect into you, my amigo over here is going to do the same thing and take that mask back. So, enjoy it whilst you still can, pal.
Pledge your allegiance.
Oh, it's my favorite time of the week, Joe!
Why would it be? I don't get it. You and Barrett, I don't get it.
The feud is out here casually committing more treason on a Friday night, Tessator.
Stop it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Alba Fire. From Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, he is one half of the AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions, Chelsea Green!
Tessator, you know I'm not alone. Here in London, they named an entire football club after this woman.
What, Chelsea? Chelsea FC?
Yeah! Stop it.
Somebody play God Save the King or something, please. Get rid of this. Hey, WWE World is back in Vegas at WrestleMania 42. 5 days, incredible experiences. So it's Thursday, April 16th to Monday the 20th at the Las Vegas Convention Center, South Hall. It is amazing. All the interaction with the superstars, the live podcast, meet all your favorites, roundtable discussions, the largest WWE superstore in WrestleMania history. Tickets are on sale now at WWEWorld.com.
Oba's about to be a fucking menace. They're just really teasing him up, baby.
Chelsea Green, his family here in the UK, so some friends and family here. Her first match in London. Special moment for Green and her extended family. Well, there's the champ, Jade Cargill. Been very direct in telling the world who rules this blue brand. And by
I'd just like to announce that if I don't pledge allegiance to Chelsea for the remainder of the night, it's simply a matter of self-preservation. Jade's like right there, and
oh, she's I know.
Want to get
I hear you. Smart, very smart.
And her opponent from Austin, Texas, Jordan Gray!
Second match on Smackdown for the dynamic free agent signing to start the new year. Jordan Grace. Last week she toppled Alba Fire, who of course is by the side of Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green, who I did notice walked in cherishing that AAA Mixed Tag Team Championship strap. Corey, you're the supreme voice of all things AAA. She has that with Ethan Page. Of course, tomorrow, Lucha Libre AAA will be on YouTube, 9 p.m. Mega Championship match, #1 contenders match, A Grande Americano against Vikingo.
Who will be the next to challenge Dirty Dom? It's our weekly world premiere, a night that will be remembered for a long, long time. Kicking the evening off with none other than AAA and WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio.
Look forward to that. So here we go. Jordan Grace, the power. Oh, just as I say it, the powerhouse, and you see the power immediately, Corey.
Well, listen, that is what brought Jordan Grace to the dance. We've seen her with such an incredible accounting of herself in the Royal Rumble match. She dominated NXT in recent history, and Chelsea Green is making a big, big mistake attempting to match power with the Juggernaut.
Chelsea Green's first match since losing the U.S. title, and Jordan Grace off to a very strong start, and you can see Jade Cargill looking on here in London. Of course, their recent interactions, you understand why. Vertical delayed suplex. Jordan Grace.
She is a powerhouse in every sense of the word.
Put a clock on it.
Cover here.
There's Grace, lateral press, and Chelsea Green.
Look at those ruby red boots of Chelsea's wishing for a place like home.
Home's not that far away for her wife. Was in Bowling here in the UK.
He's a citizen of the world, Tessitore, which is all the more reason you show the proper respect.
You're such a patriot. Oh, the fire with a big kick. Right to the chin of Jordan Grace. Can Chelsea Green take advantage? He slams Grace's face right down and hooks the leg, and Grace doesn't allow for it. Yes, one.
Into the corner goes Jordan Grace. Chelsea has a golden opportunity to really spoil the evening for the Juggernaut and extinguish some of the hype of Jordan Grace.
Look at this.
Sternum first.
Backslide, and then right back up. Delivers the big clothesline. And again.
Chelsea out of the way just in time.
Eats an elbow, though.
I know you guys at home can't see it, but Jade Cargill is just over here grinning as she watches this. I don't know if she's amused, if she's entertained, or she's getting hungry and eager to feast on one of these two competitors in the future.
Grace, three-time TNA Knockouts World Champion. Would you look at this? That is dynamic. As the suplex with the leg up. And now Grace powering up. Oh, and that direct effect. That cartwheel driver. And that does it.
Damn.
The direct effect.
Here is your winner.
They're gonna have to get her theme music fixed out though. That's the only downside to Jordan Grace is her theme music right now.
You just saw the response of Jade Cargill, who said, I guess it was a golf clap. It was respectful, if obligatory, but a big win for Jordan Grace. Feet in front of Jade Cargill. Actually, Jade just confirmed she was not impressed.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a miniature golf clap.
Hey, champ. I'm glad that you came out here tonight to watch me. It's extremely important that you know exactly what's coming for you. Now, if watching tonight was just enough, that's fine. But if you're finally tired of babysitting that title, then you should step into the ring right here, right now.
Damn.
One thing we know about Jade is she
Jesus.
will not back down.
Yeah, you know the response you're going to get. Here comes the champ. Jade Cargill up on the apron.
Bold move by Jordan Grace to summon the storm. Oh, no!
Oh.
Chelsea went running into the back of Grace, who got out of the way, and Jade Cargill, the
Yikes.
champ is
She
down.
didn't mean it. Jade, she didn't, and Chelsea did not mean that.
And now Jade's championship is in the hands of Jordan Grace. tosses it to the floor in front of Jay. Be careful, Juggernaut. Here's Kathy.
Congratulations, Trick Williams. Massive win tonight. You didn't just ease your way onto SmackDown, you jumped right into the deep end. So what does this confirm for you at this point in your career that you are now heading into a #1 contenders match in a fatal 4-way?
Yeah, it was really only a 6-minute match.
Allow this to be your warning. I'm putting all of SmackDown on notice. All you bums, bobbleheads, and bootlickers, Trick Williams is that dog. Yeah, I look like money. I feel like money. Because Trick Williams is money. And I want to send a special shout out. Congratulations to Randy Orton and Damian Priest. Congratulations, because you officially have a match with the future of the business. Let's talk about it.
Well,
and I know they like to chant whoop that trick. Hold on a second. But on Saturday, I'm going to whoop that ass. You feel me? All right.
I was going to say at Saturday night's main event,
You're the guy that likes to do a lot of this. I don't. We already know what's up on Saturday night's main event. But I know you're free on Friday, and I'm free to whoop that trick.
The following is an undisputed WWE Championship #1
I want to see what this happens. I want to see what happens with this fucking time. Like, is it really just like? Because like I'm about to get done 2 hours early because I don't have to watch it on USA Network.
That Mad Dragon burst of intensity.
Tonight, the pain will entertain you. One of these two men will advance to the fatal 4-way. Will it be the Mad Dragon, or will it be the former United States champion, Sami Zayn? They collide live next.
This January, the moments await
The eyes of the world are on this tonight.
in Riyadh. The city, the excitement, the energy.
Listen to this place.
Experience Royal Rumble.
Dreams will come true.
Getting pumped up for Riyadh season with Royal Rumble.
Experience Riyadh.
Okay, so yeah, they
And
just
this
cut
is
2
going to
minutes.
heat up the winter in Quebec. Friday night SmackDown and Saturday night's main event coming to the Bell Center in Montreal. Next Friday the 23rd, Saturday the 24th, and combo and individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. And as far as that Friday goes, Corey, what a night it's going to be.
We've talked about how the women's tag team division has been red hot as of late. A #1 contenders triple threat match for the women's tag team championship. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair will battle Nia Jax and Lash Legend, and the third team of Julia, the United States champion, and Kiana James.
And I want you to consider the emotion surrounding this tag team championship match. The Wyatt Six against the MFTs, and considering what has happened the last 2 weeks with the cherished family lantern of the Wyatt Six in the hands of the MFTs, that's next Friday.
And 2 of the 4 men who will compete at Saturday night's main event in the #1 contenders fatal 4-way will square off. Just made official moments ago. Trick Williams will go one-on-one with Damian Priest next Friday on SmackDown.
Now, our qualifying match, our final qualifying match for the #1 contenders fatal 4-way. You know, back in October, Ilya Dragunov, Sami Zayn, they went to war, gave the best of each other, and in the end, a Torpedo Moscow and an H-bomb gave the nod to the Mad Dragon, and now we get this for a #1 contender fatal 4-way spot.
weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
Remember, the night started with Drew McIntyre, his first appearance as the undisputed WWE champion. Sami desperately wants to earn a shot at Drew McIntyre. Has a long history with the Scottish Warrior and has never broken through with a win. To get that chance, he has to now, Corey, deal with the most unrelenting, non-stop force. That man, Ilya Dragunov.
To put it nicely, I'd say Sami Zayn is a long shot at best to become world champion anytime in the near future. We've seen in the past, to your point, Joe, Ilya Dragunov has been one of the few who's been able to solve Sami Zayn. However, Sami rarely, if ever, makes the same mistake twice. No one feeds off the live crowd quite like Sami does, and that bodes very well for Zayn tonight.
And this is a roaring live crowd. We are sold out at Wembley Arena, this historic site here in London, England, in the midst of our Euro tour. We were in Berlin for all the history that was made with Drew and Cody last week. Then Dusseldorf for Raw, Smackdown here in London, and then, Corey, you're going to be headed to Belfast with Michael Cole for Monday Night Raw in Northern Ireland. Here we go.
Quick detour to Mexico City.
Yeah, exactly. We got AAA tomorrow night.
Look at this. Out of the opening gates, both men delivering.
This does not surprise either one of us considering where they left off.
I would question Sami Zayn in mixing it up like this with the Mad Dragon because it was the H-bomb that turned Sami's lights out. The H-bomb, amongst a great deal of offense from Dragunov, that dethroned Sami Zayn. But Sami is a double tough individual. I swear I know it firsthand. The man won't stay down. The man will not quit.
See the determination as the pace that was set early on played into Dragunov's hand. You can hear him saying, come on, let's go. This is the way he likes it, Corey.
It's the way that Ilya Dragunov demands it. He says that the pain makes him feel alive.
He's sick. I mean, honestly. But you can't get enough of him. And you have to respect him and everything he's done. Of course, the big showdown with Carmelo Hayes that happened on December 26th, the United States Championship match. And then Hayes was willing for the rematch. And it was Ilya who said, I've got other plans. I've got a bigger target. This would be that bigger target to
You know what I should do?
Get to the #1 contender phase.
I should do like a fit, like a fit, bro. Like a fit
necessary to be a major player.
I got shoes back there.
4 years to come. His style is, oh my goodness, so intense.
He just
like any other.
I mean, he planted that boot right into the side of the head. And this is where he gets real dangerous.
Oh yeah, I could definitely do like a fake check. I could do like a fake check like right here, bro.
He has everything on the tool belt.
And I can't
everything on the tool belt with his offensive arsenal. Back up top. Oh, and Sami able to get out of the way this time.
The scariest aspect of Dragunov's game is his willingness to take punishment. His willingness to suffer for victory. Cover by Zayn.
Lateral press to advance. Hooks the leg to advance. Again, the shoulders are down.
One of these two men will join Randy Orton, Trick Williams, and Damian Priest.
11 minutes left, and I'm almost done with fucking Friday Night Smackdown, my boy.
For the
Oh, see, I'm not even recording.
WWE
Damn.
Championship.
That's a damn shame. I did that a couple times. That's like third time I've done it.
We're present there to meet up with the MFTs. Trick Williams was so impressive with that trick shot against Matt Cardona, and Randy Orton with an RKO to dismiss The Miz. That is Saturday's main event, 8 days away in Montreal.
Sami Zayn looks to take that every next step towards the one title that has eluded him. He's never been a world champion for all of Sami's successes. And when you're a competitor of that caliber, my God! You start to question yourself. You start to question your legacy. Did I do enough? Yes, I was this champion. Yes, I was that champion, but I was never the guy. And that's what Sami's living through right now. That's what's driving Sami Zayn.
Good standing switch by Zayn, and he delivers on the German, and he won't let go of that grip as well. Look at the intensity on the face of Dragunov.
Listen, Sami understands that you have got to fight fire with fire. And you're in there with the Mad Dragon.
I might stream
as he switches
tomorrow. I don't know what game I'm going to play, but I'm going to find something to play.
Series of standing swishes. Neither man able to maintain the advantage.
Oh!
Beautiful German suplex.
And now Dragunov getting to his feet. As time and again, he has damaged opponents and put them into that target zone to deliver. Sammy looking to get to his feet quickly, and he does so.
We've got to draw a little attention to the fact that Dragunov often inflicts punishment to himself, delivering his offense. It is so high octane, so high impact, that you'll see him tweak something, and eventually it's going to backfire, period.
We always talk about risk, reward, and the attrition. He lives only in risk. Ilya Dragunov, Sammy from up top, looking for the superplex.
Look at
that! Look at that impact! The entire ring shaking here in London. Both men down. There is Sami Zayn up against Ilya Dragunov in the last of our qualifying matches for the #1 contender Fatal 4-Way. That'll be next week at Saturday night's main event. Can Sami deliver here against the Mad Dragon, who rises to his feet?
You can see Dragunov's been busted open by a straight right moments ago. Sami Zayn made full connection right on the eyebrow of the former United States champion, but that can backfire. Dragunov feels more alive than ever right now. He knows he's in a fight.
Working his way, trying to get up to the ropes against Sami Zayn. Back and forth they have gone, as Zayn seemingly has him lined up here in London to deliver. Sit out. He's trying to advance.
Sami saw the opening, made the most of the opportunity, but it was not enough to keep Ilya down for 3. Take another look at this sunset flip power bomb by Sami Zayn. Hooks the leg, but Dragunov with a little too much left in the tank.
They met in a classic back in October when Dragunov defeated Sami to become the U.S. champion.
Don't worry about him, Doc.
Since then, Dragunov has taken on all challengers, but here in 2026, he wants the big target. He wants to fight for the Undisputed Championship. Sami, of course, would love to get his hands on Drew McIntyre. Was going for Blue Thunder. It didn't deliver. Instead, a little Constantine special. A Constantine special from Dragunov.
Turns Sami inside out, and just like that, Dragunov back in this battle, perched on top, the Mad Dragon ready to strike.
Right where he wants to be, Dragunov. Oh my, missile style to advance. So close was Ilya.
Almost the entire way, at least halfway across the ring. Dragunov making contact, but not enough to finish Sami Zayn. A man who has his sights set on World Championship gold. Uh-oh, this could be it. This could be the perfect position for the Mad Dragon to drop it.
Here comes the H-bomb. Oh, we got the boot up.
Up kick by Zayn.
Sami got the boot up.
I told you, Sami rarely falls for the same trick twice. Looking for the corner exploder. Dragunov knows what's coming.
Trying to line up that exploder, but instead Dragunov, he goes from a squat position to a kick, and it's Sami who's compromised in the corner.
It caught Zayn right between the eyes. Here comes Ilya, picking up speed.
Does he ever? And look at, with all that velocity, the impact. Dragunov back to business.
Another massive clothesline in the corner.
Sami's heels are going over his head. Oh, trying to follow him.
Dragunov lured Sami in. Ilya realized Sami was trying to follow him with a haluva kick, and the Dragon sensed it coming.
And that right leg was draped awkwardly over the top rope, and now Dragunov out on the apron with Sami, and Sami able to fight his way out of position, still awkwardly meshed into the rope.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, but that Death Valley driver on the apron was the prelude to Ilya becoming United States champion.
And now
Torpedo Moscow on the apron. Zayn may be out cold.
And with that, the body's draping down. Here's your Torpedo Moscow on the apron, and both bodies draping down. Our competitors have extended themselves again, giving so much. And now the count, reaching 7 as Dragunov enters the ring. Zayn at the very last second. 9.9 and Dragunov. Here he goes.
Sammy should have stayed on the outside.
Ilya Dragunov up on the top rope. Oh!
Zayn got the knees up.
The senton backfires. The knee hit him in the back of the head. And now the exploder. Sami Zayn trying to be the last to qualify for the #1 contender fatal four-way. Oh, and he landed it perfectly.
Holy shit.
Corey.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn!
Sami Zayn,
God
you
damn.
survived the fight. Now your journey takes you home with an opportunity of a lifetime. The haluva kick from Sami Zayn topples the Mad Dragon and earns Sami entry into the #1 Contenders Fatal 4-Way.
Look at that
a week
foursome.
from tomorrow.
Look at that foursome. Trick Williams.
Did he just say what I thought he said?
Speaking of Trick from behind.
Did he just say foursome?
Just attack Sami from behind. The young, brash, bold, rising star, the newest addition. Oh, the trick shot! He lowered the knee pad and delivered a brutal trick shot.
He didn't just deliver a trick shot, Joe. Trick Williams just made a declaration. He's coming for the undisputed WWE Championship.
The Viper, Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, and that man in the Fatal 4-Way next week.